start? Thank you. Royal Battle, Amir Khan versus Devin Alexander. First of all, thank you very much for being here, all the press. We greatly appreciate it, from the fighters to the trainers, everybody involved in their respective camps. It's always, we always appreciate your presence, because obviously without you guys writing the stories and creating the awareness on a global scale, then obviously there's no show. So we dearly appreciate all the stories and great articles you write. So thank you very much on behalf of everyone. Saturday, December 13th will be, once again, another great night of boxing. Thanks to Showtime Championship Boxing, thanks to the MGM, the best venue for boxing. It's always a pleasure to come back to, I call it the Mecca of boxing, because this is where the important fights happen. This is where the superstars fight. This is where, you know, when you fight here, you know you've made it. So congratulations, Amir Khan. Congratulations, Devin Alexander, for headlining this wonderful card. The main event, Amir Khan, Devin Alexander. The co-main event is a fighter that I truly admire. Keith Thurman going up against a very tough and durable Leonard Wandu. We also have the return. And I say return because every time he fights, people love watching him fight. They're always waiting, anticipating for, you know, when's his next show, because of his style, because of his character, what he brings to the ring. He's just a fighter, you know, to please the fans, and that's Abner Mares in a tough fight. You know, he could have chosen somebody that could have been maybe a walk in the park, but he chose Jose Ramirez, which will be a 10-round featherweight bout. And opening the televised portion of Showtime Championship Boxing is another great fight. This will be for the IBF junior middleweight title eliminator. It'll be a 12-rounder, and that's Jermall Charlo versus Lenny Botai. So we are really happy and honored that we can close the year with a big bang, and that's obviously you know, thanks to Steven Espinoza at Showtime and everyone involved who made this happen. We also have Showtime Extreme, which will be showcasing Jermall Charlo versus Mario Lozano. That'll be a 10-round junior middleweight bout. The opener on the Showtime Extreme will be Errol Spencer versus Javier Castro. That's a 8-rounder, the junior middleweight division. And one fight that I'm really excited and looking forward to is the return, and I think a lot of people are waiting, or have been waiting very patiently, is the return of Victor Ortiz. He's fighting another guy who's a tough guy, has a great record, is here to win, and that is Manuel Perez. So this card is stacked. This card is going to be a special treat for all the fans who watch it live here at the MGM or live on Showtime Championship Boxing. It's just kind of like a little token of appreciation to all the fans, and saying thank you. Thank you for supporting this wonderful sport of boxing. The Khan Alexander is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions in association with Khan Promotions and the Great Promotions. We also have in association with DeBella Entertainment. And that's the beauty about working with other promoters and working with DeBella, is that we can give the fans the fights that they want to see, entertaining fights. That's the bottom line, is to please the fans. So, you know, that's one thing that every fighter here understands. Everybody who is involved in this event is, you know, that's you know, setting all egos aside. And that's why I love this card, is because we're not just we're not excluding everybody. You know, we're just making the best fights possible for the fans. And that's the most important thing here. Let me take this opportunity also to thank our sponsors, Corona. Thank you very much for all your support. Also AT&T. And I want to thank Mexico, Live It to Believe It. Thank you for all your continued support there at Golden Boy Promotions. It's a great relationship. We really value what you bring to the table, the promotion. You understand the value of boxing, and that's very, you know, we greatly appreciate that. So thank you very much. The tickets are priced at $300 and all the way down to $50. Ticket sales are going great. We still have a few more days left, so we're going to have a packed house. It obviously goes to show you the, you know, the fan base that Amir Khan has, Devin Alexander, Abner, everybody here on this card. They're bringing something to the table, but you know, we feel that we will have a packed house on Saturday night here at the MGM. Also, I want to mention that the live Showtime Extreme telecast starts at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and the live Showtime Championship telecast starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. At this moment, I would also like to introduce or announce that the official weigh-in will be held at 2:30 p.m. at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. It'll be streaming live via satellite show.com/sports, and it'll also be on the Showtime Sports YouTube channel. You can also watch it on goldenboypromotions.com, and it's open to the public, and the doors open at 1 p.m. Tomorrow. At this moment, let me take this opportunity to call up a friend of mine we've worked many years together, and like I said, this is the best venue for boxing, and it really is a privilege to be here. He is the president and COO of Entertainment and Sports for the MGM, and that's Richard Sturm. Richard.
Thank you, Oscar. Good afternoon to the media, the fighters, and our partners at Golden Boy Promotions and CBS and Showtime. The 2014 boxing calendar comes to a close Saturday night with another spectacular championship event here at the MGM Grand. Amir Khan returns to the MGM Grand for the first time since May. He earned a unanimous decision win over Luis Collazo. Devin Alexander will be making his Nevada boxing debut Saturday night and looks to make it one that fans will not forget. This weekend, Las Vegas is packed with a number of big sporting events, and MGM Resorts will once again play a critical role in the Las Vegas entertainment experience. The city is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the National Finals Rodeo. You've all seen how MGM Grand and our sister properties are fully engaged in this great event. We'd like to give a special thanks to Oscar de la Hoya and the entire Golden Boy Promotion staff, Al Heyman and his staff, all the camps on the card, our good friend Stephen Espinoza with Showtime, and of course, Bob Bennett of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Once again, thanks for being here, and we look forward to seeing you Saturday night. Thanks.
Thank you, Richard. I would like to now call up to the podium the Executive Vice President and General Manager of Showtime Sports, my friend Stephen Espinoza. Stephen.
Thank you, Oscar. We're very happy to be back here at the MGM. This is the 5th event for Showtime here at the MGM Grand this year. That's almost half of the events that we've had this year have been at the MGM. That's no accident. This is a first-class venue, as Oscar said. I'd like to echo that. And I commend Richard Sturm and Scott Gartner and the entire MGM Grand staff for putting on what is always a first-class experience. This Saturday's card is a card that we in Golden Boy Promotions are extremely proud to be bringing you. Not only do we have some of the biggest names in the sport on the card, every fight on our telecast is a meaningful fight. Whether it's a boxer looking to catapult himself into a mega fight, or a boxer looking to get a title shot, or looking to get back on track, looking for that career-defining victory. Every fight is meaningful, and that's why I am positive this will be a highly, highly entertaining, hard-fought, competitive card. Showtime has established a tradition of giving boxing fans more boxing on more different platforms than any other network, and of course this Saturday will be no different. In addition to the 4 fights on Showtime, something that only Showtime does, and that's quadruple headers, we will also have 3 fights on Extreme, featuring 3 well-known boxers in Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence Jr., and of course Victor Ortiz. Truth be told though, all 9 fights on this card deserve to be televised. I don't think I've ever said that before. I don't think that it can be said of very many cards. Kamagai and Shumanov have been Showtime main event fighters within the last few months. They deserve TV as well. I wish we had room to put all 9 televised fights on the card because they truly deserve it. That's why I will be there in the arena from the first bell of the first fight to the very end of the last fight. I urge all of you to do the same. Top to bottom, this is one of the best, highest quality cards of the year, and we are proud to be bringing it to you on Showtime. We'll see you Saturday.
And I have to echo that yes, Stephen, this is one of the best cards of the year. But that's what Showtime is all about. That's what Showtime is all about, is stacking the cards and putting the big names on, putting on great fights. So, I think the fans on December 13th will get such a special treat. Right before the holidays, you're going to watch just great action. So thank you very much, Stephen. At this moment, I would now like to introduce to you the Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And as we all know, they set the bar so high, but that's how great the commission is, probably the best in the country. And that's attributed to everybody who works at the commission. And so let me introduce to you Bob Bennett. Bob.
Good afternoon. It's certainly a privilege to be here. And on behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission and my staff, we would like to wish everybody here a happy, healthy, and a blessed holiday. With that being said, I would like to thank the great Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, Khan Promotions, and the Bella Entertainment for having another terrific fight card here in the fight capital of the world. I'll go along with Oscar and say the Mecca or the fight capital, either one, it's just fantastic to have these fights here. And make no doubt about it, we are certainly honored to regulate these fights. With that being said, we would also like to thank Richard Sturm and the MGM for hosting this event, and Stephen Espinosa for Showtime for broadcasting the event. Should be a wonderful show. We're very excited to be a part of it. And last but not least, as always, we'd like to thank the fighters, because without the fighters, quite frankly, none of us would be here. So we wish all the fighters continued success, and we look forward to a terrific evening. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.
And putting the big names on, putting on great fights. So, I think the fans on December 13th will get such a special treat. Right before the holidays, you're going to watch just great action. So thank you very much, Stephen. At this moment, I would now like to introduce to you the Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And as we all know, they set the bar so high, but that's how great the commission is, probably the best in the country. and that's attributed to everybody who works at the commission. And so let me introduce to you Bob Bennett. Bob.
Good afternoon. It's certainly a privilege to be here. And on behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission and my staff, we would like to wish everybody here a happy, healthy, and a blessed holiday. With that being said, I would like to thank the great Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, Khan Promotions, and the Bella Entertainment for having another terrific fight card here in the fight capital of the world. I'll go along with Oscar and say the Mecca or the fight capital, either one, it's just fantastic to have these fights here. And make no doubt about it, we are certainly honored to regulate these fights. With that being said, we would also like to thank Richard Sturm and the MGM for hosting this event, and Stephen Espinosa for Showtime for broadcasting the event. Should be a wonderful show. We're very excited to be a part of it. And last but not least, as always, we'd like to thank the fighters, because without the fighters, quite frankly, none of us would be here. So we wish all the fighters continued success, and we look forward to a terrific evening. Thank you very much, and happy holidays.
Shumenov versus Thomas Jr., which will be an 8-round cruiserweight fight. That should be a very entertaining fight. We have always the always entertaining and never an adult fight, Kamagai, who versus Godoy. That's an 8-round junior middleweight bout, Kamagai. And also Beibut Shumenov, who is here from Las Vegas. He'll be on the card as well, which is another exciting and powerful, explosive fighter. So yeah, this card, you want to get there early. This card from top to bottom is going to be very, very entertaining. Also, Robert Thomas Jr. from Beckley, West Virginia, with a record of 14-2 and 9 KOs, will be fighting on the card. So we really feel confident and sane, and I'm echoing this from Steven, is that they've put on a tremendous, tremendous show for you guys. So it should be entertaining. Now for the first fighter, up to the podium. He has a record of 29, 5, and 22 KOs. He hails out of Ventura, California. And here's a fighter who is a former world champion. He's fought every big name out there, from Andre Berto to Marcos Maidana to Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he's in movies. He's branching out outside of boxing and being very successful at it. But one thing about Victor is that his character, who he is, he had to come back to boxing. That's his love, that's his passion. And so I'm excited, I'm really excited to see Victor once again stepping inside that ring. Because he has the power, he has the explosiveness, the speed, he's a great fighter. So I'm really looking forward to his return, as I'm sure a lot of people in here and a lot of people all over the world watching on Showtime are anxious about. So let me introduce to you Vicious Victor Ortiz.
Thank you, Oscar. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone for being here today, and once again, we're starting over. Thank you to Golden Boy, to my team that I worked very hard with for this camp, from Team Diaz to Coach Haas. It was a very tough camp, but we're here, and once again, sharing the podium with some great fighters. I mean, I'm at the back today, but be assured that I'll be at the front like these guys, the champs, one day. Other than that, ready to go, keeping it short, and talk to you guys soon.
Thank you very much, Victor. Another fighter that I'm sorry I forgot to mention is a fighter who is so talented. I can't wait for him to start fighting 12-rounders, the future of boxing. And let me introduce to you Errol Spence. Errol.
I'm just thankful to be here and be here on this card. I'd like to thank Golden Boy for having me on the card. And just everybody come out Saturday and see me perform. It's going to be another great performance. I'm trying to get in the front with these guys, and hopefully by next year I'll be fighting one of these guys and be fighting for a world title. Thank you.
Now it really is a pleasure to be working with DeBella Entertainment. Let me call up to the podium to introduce the next young man. He is the Director of Operations and Matchmaker at DeBella Entertainment. That is Eric Bentley. Eric.
Thank you, Oscar, and greetings, everyone. On behalf of DeBella Entertainment, we'd like to thank Showtime, the MGM Grand, and Golden Boy Promotions for being part of this fantastic event. While the highly anticipated main event is getting most of the recognition, we are extremely excited to showcase our two newest imports from Italy. The first one will be Lenny Bowtie going up against Jamal Charles. Lenny has won a myriad of regional titles over in Italy, and I can tell you, for the second he had to take a cab from the airport, he's been ready to fight since last week. So, with no further ado, Mr. Lenny Bowtie.
Ciao a tutti, sono contento di essere qui, come hanno detto mi hanno preceduto, forse qualcosa poteva andare meglio dal nostro arrivo e nei primi 2 giorni di non allenamento che ho fatto in un corridoio, però vabbè, ora voltiamo pagina, pensiamo al match, penso che sia un match importante.
Hello to everyone, can you hear me? Oh yeah, you're right. So, hello to everybody. I'm really happy to be here. Like they said before, I had some troubles coming in, some logistical inconvenience, but everybody is over. Now let's turn page. Let's go to the ring and show a great fight to the fans.
E niente, cosa mi aspetto da questa esperienza? Mi aspetto soprattutto una grande battaglia, che sia un punto di passaggio e non un punto di arrivo. Sul fatto che hanno usato questo termine stagionato, vengo dalla terra del parmigiano dove il formaggio più buono quando è stagionato, evidentemente mi giocherò la carta della stagionatura.
What do I expect from the fight? I do expect a great battle. I expect it not to be my arrival point. I expect it to be kind of a stepping stone to make my name over to the US. I heard that you keep calling me a seasoned boxer. Well, I come from Italy, where the Parmesan cheese is seasoned and it's the best cheese in the world, so I will show what seasoned fighters can do.
Grazie.
Gracias. Thank you. Next up, he's a young man who hails out of Houston, Texas. He's a junior middleweight sensation with all but 4 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He has a record of 19-0 with 15 knockouts, and he's only 24 years old. He's only 24 years old, still growing, still learning, but very anxious to show the world what he has. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you Jarmal Charlo. Jarmal Charlo.
Jamal it is. Nah, but man, I'm just happy to be on this show. Back at the MGM Grand, it's the Lions Den, you know. Benny, he's seasoned to me, like he said, real seasoned, and I'm ready to serve y'all some Italian bacon, Italian sausage. Look, man, me and my twin brother both been through a lot of adversity, you know, this year alone, getting world titles and not being able to compete in them. But it's just like that's the stepping stone to becoming like an actual world champion. So it is what it is. As far as Lenny goes, welcome to America, you know. It's nothing like American power, so I'm gonna be able to showcase my talent and what I actually have to offer on Saturday. And me and my brother, we trained real hard. Danny Arnold did a good job of making sure that we was on weight and everything was A1 this camp. So I'm just ready to put on a good show. I'll open the bout up so y'all get there early. I'm ready to see Lenny.
Thank you very much. Next fight that will be televised, which will be another great fight. He hails out of Mazatlan, Sinaloa, Mexico. He obviously will put himself in the running for a world title shot at 126 pounds with a win December 13th. That's how obviously important it is for this young man. He's the former WBO International Featherweight World Champion with a lot of experience. He now makes his home in Oxnard, California, where he's been training with great intensity and taking this fight very serious because he knows he's up against one of the best fighters on the planet today. So let me introduce to you, 24-3, 15 knockouts, Jose Ramirez.
Buenos días, primero que nada quiero dar las gracias a Dios por estar presente aquí con ustedes. También quiero dar las gracias a la empresa Golden Boy, a Oscar de la Hoya, y pues qué les puedo decir, me espera una dura y buena batalla el sábado con Abner Mares, y pues yo estoy aquí para dar todo de mí el día 13 y
First of all, I want to thank God and Golden Boy Promotion for giving me this opportunity. And this Saturday, I'll be facing a tough fighter, and I try to do my best.
Pues como ustedes bien saben que siempre los mexicanos estamos aquí para dar buenas peleas. De hecho, en el himno nacional de nosotros, en un párrafo dice mexicanos al grito de guerra, y nosotros estamos aquí para dar una buena batalla, una guerra entre yo y Abner. Y él es mexicano, yo soy mexicano, y pues que aquí va a ser una explosión esta pelea.
I just want to say that this Saturday is going to be a war between two Mexicans, Abner Mares and Jose Ramirez. And I'm here like a Mexican, like the national anthem from Mexico. You know, I'm here to do a war. So we're here, and we expect to have a good fight.
Bueno, es todo. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to introduce to you, hailing out of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, and fighting out of Downey, California. He is already a former three-time, three-division world champion at such a young age. Coming off a unanimous decision victory over Jonathan Oquendo here at the MGM in July. He's got wins, impressive wins, over Daniel Ponce de Leon, Joseph Agbeco, and looking for his 15th professional knockout when he fights December 13th. Now it is my pleasure because this is a young man who not only loves to fight, but when he steps inside the ring, he gives it his all. You know, he gives it his all, and he trains hard, and he's dedicated, and he wants to, you know, please the fans, and he has just a beautiful style. So this is going to be one heck of a fight. So I commend you for taking this fight, Abner, like always. You always love taking the tough challenges, but that's what you're all about. So let me introduce you now with a record of 24-3. I'm sorry, with a record of 27-1, 14 knockouts, Abner Mares.
Thank you, Oscar, for your kind words. I remind the people that I am the first, Golden Boy's first fighter that they took from zero to a world champion, and I'm really grateful for that, Golden Boy Promotions. I want to thank Showtime for showcasing once again my talent. I believe this is my 9th, 10th time being on Showtime. I'm really blessed and thankful for that. I want to thank my team. I want to thank Al Heyman team. I want to thank every single person, the press, everyone that helped me get to where I am right now. Yes, I've been a 3-time world champion. I'm not even looking at that anymore. That's past already. I'm a future 4-time world champion. You best believe that. And I got a great fighter in front of me, Jose Ramirez, who is here to not only stop that, but to get the opportunity to get the chance to fight for a world title. So all I can say is that I'm ready. I'm ready to give the fans once again a great fight, my family to go home and celebrate the holidays with them. And just don't miss my fight. You guys know that every time Abner Mares fights, he gives it his all, and you best believe that I will this December 13th. Thank you so much. God bless you. Toda mi gente mexicana, toda la latina, muchas gracias por el apoyo. José Ramírez es un gran peleador que viene a darme una gran batalla, que gana el mejor, que viva México y que Dios los bendiga. Thank you so much.
Let me also introduce to you to the podium who will be fighting on the card on Saturday night. You know, we feel that once again, the televised portion of the event, and I have to keep on saying this because it's exciting to announce it, because there's such great fights and there's such even fights. So next fight on the card, it is going to be one of those fights where you just don't want to miss, you know, because of the next guys I'll be introducing to you. And once again, let me call up to the podium. It is my pleasure again to be working with DeBella Entertainment and introduce to you Eric Bentley. Eric.
Our next boxer is a former Olympian and undefeated in 33 professional fights. He's making a habit of going to people's countries as an underdog and scoring the upset win. And we fully anticipate that's going to happen again this weekend. With no further ado, Leonard Von Du.